Good morning and welcome to the CovrPrice Top 10 for November 27th, 2023. At number 10 is Nova number 1, Marvel, 1976. The latest MCU rumor continues to make waves through the top 10. Theories on the rumor have led to buys related to Frankie Raye in many specs. If you haven't heard, Frankie Raye is at the center of the latest news churning out of the rumor mill. Frankie served as a herald of Galactus under the name Nova. This rumor within a rumor was enough fuel for fans to pick up the first appearance of the original Nova, Richard Rider. We tracked it at a high sale of $1,050 for a CGC 9.8 with a raw very fine FMV of $63. At number 9, Fantastic Four 244, Marvel, 1982. This book continues to ride the coattails of the female herald rumor in the MCU. As Frankie Raye takes the spotlight, so does her first appearance as Nova. This issue sports classic creator names like John Byrne, Jim Novak, and Glennis Wein, and it has a fantastic cover that shows Raye in full Nova form. We tracked it at a high sale of $500 for a CGC 9.8 with a current raw fine FMV of $23. At number 8, it's X-Men 164, Marvel, 1982, and spoilers! The end credits scene for the Marvels was an essential shift in the future of the MCU. It began the inevitable road to blend the many cinematic universes from multiple past generations. It also introduced us to a new version of Maria Rambeau, aka the Other Dimension's Binary. In this issue, Carol Danvers takes on the moniker of Binary. We tracked it at a high sale of $192 for a CGC 9.8 with a current raw very fine FMV of $22. At number 7 is Fantastic Four 257 Direct Edition, Marvel, 1983. This cover beautifully depicts Galactus, Death, and Nova, Frankie Raye. Aside from the cover, this story is full of emotion and depth and would make an exciting translation to the MCU. We tracked a high sale of $34 for a raw copy with a raw fine FMV of $3. At number 6, Marvel Superhero Secret Wars number 7 Direct, Marvel, 1984. Sony released the Madam Web trailer 2 weeks ago, and this book has retained the heat. Sydney Sweeney is playing Spider-Woman Julia Carpenter. Sweeney has a ton of star power rolling hot off the popular show Euphoria. We tracked it at a high sale of $247 for a CGC 9.8 with a raw, very fine FMV of $30. At number 5, it's Fantastic Four 48 Marvel 1966. The Fantastic Four is a long-awaited addition to the MCU. If the rumors are true, the Fantastic Four will explode onto the big screen with a massive story, and it is no easy feat to introduce them in the same movie as one of their most daunting villains, Galactus. We're seeing a high sale of $3,240 for CGC 8.5 with a current raw very fine FMV of $1,200. Number 4, Marvel Superhero Secret Wars number 8, Marvel 1984. It is the origin of Spider-Man's black suit and the alien symbiote. This book will likely continue to become popular as we hear more information on the MCU's Secret Wars and/or other information on the continuation of Tom Holland's Spider-Man. After all, Marvel and Sony teased us with a symbiote storyline at the end of No Way Home. We tracked it at a high sale of $752 for a CGC 9.8 with a raw fine FMV of $133. Number 3, The Alien Legion number 1, Marvel 1984. The Alien Legion is a little-known 20-issue series that Marvel initially published. The Hollywood Reporter has reported, lots of reporting going on, that Tim Miller Deadpool was attached to direct a film adaptation. Warner Brothers aims to build its own space opera universe with this series. However, although the series started at Marvel, the IP eventually ended at Epic Comics. We tracked it at a high sale of $325 for a CGC 9.8 with a current raw fine FMV of $10. Number 2, Hercules Twilight of a God number 4, Marvel 2010. The top 2 books this week indirectly relate to the female herald MCU rumors. Regarding mainstream continuity, the female herald is widely known as Frankie Raye. Outside of the mainstream universe, in an alternate universe altogether, is another herald of Galactus, Juno. Juno is the Earth 829 daughter of Hercules. Based on the current information, the likelihood of Juno becoming the MCU herald is very low, making this bad speculation. Naughty speculation! This book is likely hitting our top 10 because of its accessibility and affordability. Seemingly overnight, a dollar bin book has become a top seller, and we tracked it at a high sale of $50 for a raw copy with a current raw fine FMV of $7. And at number 1, it's Hercules Twilight of a God number 1, Marvel 2010. As soon as the female herald rumor began to hit the mainstream in social media, a quick search initially championed this as the book to chase. However, it only portrays the first appearance of Juno, the Earth 829 daughter of Hercules, as noted before. She officially becomes a Herald of Galactus in issue 4, where he gives her the moniker of the Silver Surfer. With most rumors pointing at Frankie Raye as the MCU Herald, we'll have to see if people continue buying into the spec. We tracked it at a high sale of $30 for a raw copy with a current raw very fine FMV of $5. And that was your Cover Price Top 10 for November 27th, 2023. CovrPrice, your home online for comic collecting, Andy.